Well, hello you Riven mains and Yasuo mains alike. I am the Nightwing, Way of Life Esports, coming at you guys with another League of Legends video. So, Sneaky becomes an independent, full-time streamer, will remain C9 owner and advisor. He also took to Twitter to write about his future plans, which I will go over in just a moment. And we're going to talk about Sneaky retiring at the moment from competitive League of Legends. After an entire offseason of uncertainty, veteran LCS AD carry Sneaky has decided to step away from professional League of Legends and begin his career as an independent full-time streamer. The longtime Cloud9 player said, however, this isn't a real retirement from the game. He will still consider returning to pro play since he still has the competitive drive. Nevertheless, Sneaky still wanted to take a bit of a break to find the best possible opportunity for a comeback. And then he wrote this line of text, which he obviously says, in this as well. So we'll go over that in just a moment. I don't know why I just randomly hit the house button, but, it could be a video without me messing up somewhere. He also said that the C9 owner Jack was very helpful in his search for a new team these past few months, but there weren't too many opportunities available that he liked. Additionally, this doesn't mean that Sneaky is completely separated from Cloud9. Instead, the 25-year-old will remain with the team as an owner and advisor. Sneaky has always been one of the most popular players in the region. His stream constantly has thousands of people tuning in to watch him play solo queue and other various games. His fan base is pretty large, so his streaming career should bring plenty of success for him in the years to come. Alright, so let's see what Sneaky had to say in his twit longer. I have not read this yet, and I'm going to read this for the first time right now, obviously. So, I've been thinking about making this decision for the past month or so, but I think it's finally come to the point where I've decided that for now I will be starting my adventure into full-time streaming as independent. Streaming has always been there for me as something I enjoy a lot, being able to have fun showing off my skills, connecting with my viewers, and just having fun being myself. It's not a permanent retirement. I might return to pro play as I do still have the competitive drive. I just want the best possible opportunity for it, and to me, that has to start with taking a break. Jack was very helpful during the process in looking for a new team, but there just weren't many opportunities that I was too excited about myself. He made every effort to find opportunities for me and didn't block me from finding the right one. I hope you all support me on this new journey and help me through it as you all have done throughout my career. I will remain an owner and advisor of Cloud9, which just means that I'll help them out attending some events and support them in various ways. But I want to take this opportunity to thank Cloud9 and all of my old teammates and of course you guys, my fans, that have helped me become who I am over the last 7 years. And then Cloud9 obviously made their statement over here, and then they talked about it today. Today we are announcing the departure of Sneaky from our League of Legends roster. However, he will continue to be connected to Cloud9 in an advisory and owner capacity. Going forward, Sneaky's primary focus will be his career as an independent full-time streamer. Although he won't be in the competitive circuit for the time being, he will continue to keep all options open in the future. We are grateful for what Sneaky has helped Cloud9 achieve and we will support him and his career begins his next chapter. And yeah, Jack obviously wrote his thing on this as well. Working the last 7 years with Sneaky to build what Cloud9 has become was an incredible experience for me. I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to work with him as a player, and I'm excited that Sneaky has made the decision to stay as an owner and take up the additional responsibilities of being an advisor at Cloud9. We're both looking forward to the success to come from Jack, Cloud9 CEO. So, right now, it is very, very much a possibility that he will have a very bright future. He's obviously garnered a ton of fans and a lot of support from obviously being, part of Cloud9 for so long. He's the last OG member of Cloud9 standing, and it was only a matter of time before, things got to a point where they had to part ways. And I always say that to people is that, legacy players and the org they constantly stay with, at one point they will separate. It might not be for a long time, but it will happen eventually. And he can retire right now with his head held up high, the only LCS AD carry at the moment to have reached top 4 at Worlds, been out of group stage several different times. They were always successful in North America to varying degrees of success. He's won LCS titles. He's been to every single world so far. So, yeah, that's a career where you can go, dang, I can go home with my head held up high. He's been to multiple different finals. Just, if I was in his spot and I could be walking out in front of that crowd, in front of people, man, I just would love to experience that experience that he's ever faced. It's just something that, you just can't describe in words. He has had a great career, and I obviously have given my thoughts and opinions about the move. I think that, Cloud9 has stuck with the same players for a long time, and, at certain points, if it's not working out, you're gonna have to switch. You know what I mean? It might feel different not having him there, this year, but hey, this year is all about, for me personally, new opportunities and a new chance to obviously, see where Cloud9 can go. It's the same thing that G2 does, and I love G2 just as much as I love Cloud9, and G2 always does this. They always change them players up. This is like the second time for G2's history they've never switched a player, because they kept the same roster from 2016 summer into 2017, and then for this year coming over, they're going to keep the same roster as well. So, I'm really used to, teams changing from my traditional sports background, and I'm really happy for him. He gets to make a lot of money. He's garnered quite a bit of, fans. He's gotten life experiences and life-changing events that, we are never going to experience. And, I'm glad for him that he gets to move on from Cloud9 and Cloud9 gets to move on from him, but he's still with Cloud9 anyway as his owner and advisor, so is he really away from them? Not really, but you know what I mean? It's gonna hurt right now for a lot of you people, I understand that, but it's time for change, and it's been a long time, man, and but I will say this, the AD carry Sven, who is gonna take his position, he's gonna have a lot of, eyes on him. Because, he's going to have to be at the level and standard of Sneaky, and while also, performing even above expectations because of what is already said for Cloud9. And I'm actually glad he left the part in there where he said Jack helped him out, because a lot of people were mad at Cloud9 for obviously letting him go, and it was a big giant debacle. I'm actually glad, he came out and said what he said. We have to kind of debate whether or not that is actually, rooted in some sort of a lie or truth. But, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't just come out and lie about Jack like that. They've known each other for so long. So him lying just randomly like that wouldn't make much sense to me personally. But, Sneaky, I'm glad you've been on Cloud9 for so long. And I will watch you in every single endeavor you do in your life. And that is my fellow lesbian cosplaying ADC, ripped buff champion dude, LCS champion, and world semifinalist Sneaky. So, GG Sneaky, GG. Alright, 100 Thieves reveals 3 new jerseys for 2020. 100 Thieves unveiled a new look at its 2020 jersey program today, featuring 3 different colors for the organization's League of Legends, Fortnite, and CSGO teams. The 2020 jerseys are simple in design, featuring a clean and modern tonal color aesthetic. The team's primary jersey will be all red, and its secondary jersey all white, and its alternate jersey will be black on black. And these are what the jerseys look like. These look like fire. Woo! Look at those. They drop on the 18th of this month, and we get to see a better look at the jerseys. And this year's jersey program is one of the first projects at 100 Thieves, but by its new VP of Brand and Apparel, Doug Barber. Barber joined 100 Thieves in 2019 from sportswear brand reigning champ. 100 Thieves has had interesting uniform designs in the past, starting with a baseball jersey in 2018 and a soccer-inspired kit in 2019. This year's set takes a more simple and clean approach. 100 Thieves athletes and entertainers Yasuo and Avalanche and Liaz modeled the new jerseys in photos above. The primary and secondary jerseys will be available for sale this weekend starting on January 18th. So 100 Thieves is always known for their crisp, clean jerseys. People who aren't even a fan of their team or their brand just love their jersey because their apparel looks really good, actually. I'm not even going to lie, guys. Their apparel looks real sick. There's not really much news that I can kind of find right now, other than, Sneaky retiring, and, let's see, what else is there? Nope, that's pretty much it. Oh, there is one more thing I should go over right now. It's this Riot thing. Riot clarifies global league operation policy, says teams should uphold all financial commitments. So there's been some problems in the other regions where some teams have not been paying players on time and have been delaying payments, and we had GBM come out, as you can kind of see, saying his payment was delayed for like months. And then you have a bunch of other orgs saying, and players, it's a big old giant he said, she said. And then you have what Riot is going to say. When a team does not adhere to league operation policies, we work with them to comply/correct, a Riot spokesperson said. Riot Games and Garena, our publishing partner for League of Legends in Southeast Asia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau, work diligently to ensure that all teams comply with our global league operation policies, including upholding financial commitments to their players. Although this statement wasn't in reference to any particular organization, it's clear that Riot will take an action if necessary. Riot previously took formal action against Galatasaray Esports late last year after the developers banned the organization from competing in the Turkish Championship League for the 2020 winter split because Galatasaray didn't pay its players in a deadline set by Riot. The accusations began in December from former mid laner GBM. He said that he was owed months of salary from Galatasaray, with some of its teammates recalling even later payments extensions, according to an interview with Invern Global. While it's unclear if Riot is planning to investigate other esports organizations for financial wrongdoings, it's made clear that it won't tolerate non-payments to players and staff under organizations. So it depends on how much players are worth, and I know certain esport brands aren't really big, so they don't make a lot of money. But if you're backed by a football organization and you have like a background where you do have money and you're just not paying players, it's a big type of controversy and debate that I really can't get into right now. But I'm glad Riot will step in and take care of it. Hopefully they will. There's no reason why they won't, I'm assuming, but they want to uphold all of their payment options right here for a lot of players who, been obviously delayed in payments. We hear this from, other esports like Overwatch and, other games where, players are delayed payments for a long time. And that really should be the case, though, because these guys have to live, and, not having any money is going to accumulate debt, and you don't want to have debt. I swear to you guys, if you get older, you don't want to have debt. I don't have debt, thank God, but, debt is not something you definitely want. So see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe, most of all enjoy. I'm the Nightwing, and Way of Life Esports is signing out. Peace.
Hi there, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more stuff.
Yeah, thank you.